In the previous video, we had deployed out a Drupal site based on a full-featured system for a large university website, which has tons and tons of features we'll go through. This is what it came with. I chose a logo. I have my colors. If your colors were green and purple, you'd see different options here. And as always in Drupal, we go to user/login to go ahead and log in. You would have gotten these credentials from an email that you signed up for. Here, let's say you can't remember it. The admin login was created from your email address, so you could go to reset your password and it would send you a new login if this didn't work. So we'll just do that. Same situation, you just get a new password to log in. So that works there as well. So if anybody says, I couldn't find my email, something like that, that's an easy way to just send them the login. They'll get a link to a super long URL that they would fill out, something like that. And that would let them in as well one time, and then they can change their password. That's a very standard Drupal stuff. So now that we have our site set up, in the listing of the sites, you're going to see a link to the site. If you go into here in Accorbis, you're going to see we're going to do all our work on the development environment until we're ready to go live. And then we're going to click through some options in a future video. But if you were just going to work here and you were ready to go live and you don't need to figure all that out, hit the button, fill out a ticket, and then KWell will be able to help you go live and not have to worry about the technical aspects of that. On the page here, before we go into the next video about Drupal and managing the Drupal content, you'll see the site's information. You can run a web check on it, which will give you the Lighthouse scoring information. And down in here, you have access to, on the top right, changing the manage of the subscription. So if you're ready to go to a higher level paid plan for more traffic or something like that, you can change it. You can see the invoices from each of those payments, and you can see your environments here. If you needed to edit something up here, you can click edit. If you don't want the site, you can click delete. It will get rid of the site. But down in here, you'll see an access point to seeing the site. That will take you to the home page. If you do developer access, that's going to take you to a link to Pantheon, where you would have gotten a secondary email that said, hey, you have access to developer stuff. That's where you go here to add and manage developer users. Down in here, we have our quick Lighthouse scoring. We have an issue right now where we're working on the accessibility of this starter kit on mobile, so it's showing up a little funky because of an error, but that's going to be fixed here shortly. In each environment, you have access to actions. So if you haven't used the site for a while, it might turn it off. You can click the unfreeze. If you just want to clear the caches on any environment, you can choose flush the cache. If you're worried you're going to break the whole site, hit the backup button, and that'll perform a backup on the host. And we have a system called web check here as well. So if you want to get into the super nerdy details, you have everything here from what ports are open, what your pages are, what your block list checking is, what threats might be on your site, and all of that is here for you to deep dive into. You can see here on a shortcut, you can see there's no phishing and malware on this site. We just created it, so there definitely should not be, right? In the middle here, you have a help center. So if you're not sure on how to do something, you can click the help center. These videos as well are going to be here, but there's also fundamentals for Drupal and for WordPress. And you have the ability in the top right to submit a help ticket if you have questions or you need something, and we'll access those specifically. Underneath your areas where you're working on your website, you have a marketplace of experts or add-ons. So if you are looking for someone to help you with photography or copywriting or graphics or redesigning a theme for the front end of it, or marketing automation or accessibility tools, it's all in here. We're going to keep adding and adding and adding to approved vendors by KWell. So if you need professional experts, they're there. If you need something kind of extended on your site, you can request different options here as well. So if you need help with a landing page or publishing workflow or new component or integration or something, that's all in here as well. So you have open ability to work with people on micro projects or help. And yeah, that's pretty much the dashboard for each site. And you'll see here as well, you'll see some updates and things like that.